Start of the second quarter, Utah State up 7-0 over Wisconsin. Third down and goal to go. Ball. And ball is pushed back and stopped. It's going to bring up now 4th down.
There is nowhere to run right there. You talk about knocking them back. If anything, they got knocked back. Not winning the battle up front.
Kyle French, 2 of 2 on the season. This one just from 19 yards. Is long, 35, 2 of 2. Both against Northern Iowa here at Camp Randall. And settling for the field goal.
The word settle, I'm going to tell you, that's very disturbing, disappointing for Wisconsin down there and not be able to punch the ball in there.
Monte Ball on 3rd down and goal to go. Stacked up there. Knocked back.
You want to know why the running game not working? I'm going to tell you why. Because Utah State, they're attacking. Watch them attack the line of scrimmage. Watch the linebacker, Phil. You talk about running to daylight. There is no daylight there. Excellent job by Utah State.
Kyle French to kick off. Touchback. Devontae Glover right. Let's go to Mike Hall for a BTN.com studio update.
Hey, Matt, the other primetime game on BTN is Indiana against Ball State, and the Fighting Lettermans are strong. This touchdown catch by Willie Snead gives them a 14-3 lead. Hoosiers did now just come back for a TD, but they're still down 14-10.
Down 14-10, the Hoosiers. And right here, Utah State up 7-3 in the second quarter. To the near side, Williams, and brought down by Mike Taylor.
Well, the whole purpose of the spread offense is to get your skilled athletes out in space, and they did. They had a skilled player going one-on-one with Mike Taylor. Wide open, made the connection. Taylor made the tackle. If he doesn't, it goes a long way.
Chucky Keaton of Cypress Creek High School. A sophomore. And a give to Kerwin Williams, and Williams on an end around. And pick up maybe of one. Mike Taylor there is interesting talking to Gary Anderson about Chucky Keaton, so you have to give him a lot of credit. We were recruiting him early. He came up for a game in Logan, Utah. We beat BYU. He said he stayed committed to us. The next day, he actually said, this is where I want to come, this is where I want to be. And then, of course, as you well know, in the recruiting game, a lot of people came into the picture late, but he said, I want to be a Utah State Aggie. Here he is, Keaton, under pressure, dumps it off, and Williams is spun around by Mike Taylor and thrown back.
Well, it all broke down because the guys up front put pressure on Chucky Keaton and gave him nowhere to pull it down. That's what he'd rather do, is pull it down and get out of there, but he can't do it. He dropped it off. Mike Taylor's there, makes a good tackle. Good series for the Wisconsin defense.
Doe is back. Tyler. Denzel Doe calling for a fair catch right at the 31-yard line. A 44-yard punt. And Utah State here on this Saturday night on BTN lead the Badgers 7-3. Tonight's Liberty Mutual Alumni Spotlight features Ron Dane, the 1999 Heisman Trophy winner. Great Dane.
Hey, I had a coach against that guy. Look at that big fella run. I'll tell you, what a great player. I had the opportunity of the year since he's finished playing to get to know him a little bit. I saw him at the Big Ten Network 10K race up in Chicago and had a nice chat with him.
Dane career rushing mark, 71 touchdowns, 6,397 yards on the ground. And of course, a rushing record. O'Brien goes deep down the field. Derek Watt. It's incomplete. The younger brother of J.J. Watt.
Well, J.J. Watt was a great player, and this play was over. But there was a miscommunication on that play, because you'll see J.J. Watt was Devers in the same area right there. Derek Watt.
Overthrown by Danny O'Brien. Second down and 10. James White in the backfield bunch formation. Handoff. White. He runs straight ahead and puts his shoulder down on Zach Vigil. There for the stop.
Throwing the ball on first down normally is very effective for a run football team, but the problem is, if you're not successful on first down, you have an incomplete, it almost forces you to throw the ball again on second down, because the formula's not working for you. You got to pick up 4 more yards if you're like to run the football. Tonight,
Danny O'Brien in Wisconsin, 1 of 5 on third down. Last week, 2 of 14. O'Brien escaping. Now 1 of 6 on third down.
You talk about Russell Wilson a year ago. He was great at keeping the play alive, but making the comparisons you did before. Danny O'Brien and Russell Wilson. Brett Bielema said the other day, hey, he's only ever known one Russell Wilson.
That's right. Drew Meyer, the punter, out of Heartland, Wisconsin. Number 2 in the Big Ten and net punting, 26th in the nation. Flags are down, sending it back to Cameron Webb. Webb takes it at the 22. And Webb is brought down just past the 30. Todd Gearlings has been busy tonight. There is Hillary on the stop.
Offsides, defense, number 1, 5-yard penalty. We will replay 4th down.
It's going to be 4th and 1 for Brett Bielema and the Badgers. Down 7-3 here in the second quarter. In their own territory.
You know, being offsides in a punt formation, that's a critical mistake, because let's say if it was 5 or less yards, they're going to keep the football. You're going to get the ball back. You cannot be offsides.
Evan Lawson. Drew Meyer sends it back to Webb, and Webb makes a fair catch at the 14-yard line. And we're talking about Russell Wilson, of course, now with the Seattle Seahawks. What a tremendous athlete. You look at this WrestleMania from a season ago, a special player.
Well, when you talk about how they ran the ball a year ago, and then you have a quarterback that's completing 72% of his passes, that's unbelievable.
That ability, as you noted, to keep the play alive. Keaton looks up top. Keaton overthrows the intended receiver, Matt Austin, and nearly intercepted by Devin Smith.
Devin Smith did a fabulous job there. He stayed at home. He doesn't have to stop those inside plays. He defends that receiver, got back there, almost intercepted it. Little run fake. Watch him. He's on the outside, reads the quarterback. He's going back the whole time. Now go up and get it at his highest point. Almost makes the play.
2nd and 10. Keaton changing it up. Handoff. Williams. And Williams is dragged down by David Gilbert and Ethan Armstrong in a pickup of 5. 3rd down for Utah State. Keaton sprints out on the run. Pass broken up by Devin Smith. The fifth-year senior comes over. And a big-time play.
Excellent job by Devin Smith. He sits on the route with Chucky Keating rolling to his left. He's assuming the ball's not going to be thrown deep. He jumps the route. Excellent coverage.
Tyler Bennett. Denzel Doe is telling everyone stay away. And that one will provide the Badgers with a phenomenal opportunity here. 27-yard punt. (7-3) Utah State, second quarter. A great place to be on a Saturday night. Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin. They love their Badgers, and Badgers right now struggling offensively. Flags thrown. No rhythm offensively right now for the Badgers.
False start offense, number 85. 5-yard penalty. It remains first down.
Their third penalty, Brian Wozniak. And it's their third false start.
You know, they're doing a lot of stuff with their personnel. They lined up in an unbalanced, then they motioned the tight end back. They got a false start. These linemen want to get off the ball and block somebody. You know, you can only keep that trigger cocked so long. You got to let them go.
O'Brien back to pass across the middle. Wozniak, the tight end, makes the catch. And another flag is thrown.
Personal foul. Defense, number 21. Contact to the head. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Brian Sweet out of Honolulu, Hawaii. And the fired up Gary Anderson. 6 penalties already, 3 apiece. You see the contact with the head.
Yeah, you know, they're going to be real strict on that, and rightfully so, for protection of players. Helmet-to-helmet contact is going to get you flagged every time.
Inside the 30. 22 penalties in the first 2 games. It's been a major issue for Gary Anderson. Monte Ball running it straight up the middle. Let's go to Mike Hall with a BTN.com studio update. Mike?
Matt, you can make it back-to-back TDs for Indiana. This is Kofi Hughes, a 9-yard TD grab. The Hoosiers have come back. They now have the lead 17-14 early on in the second quarter.
Badgers here, Mike, trying to come from behind. And see the Hoosiers 36-7-1 all time against MAC teams. Second down now for Wisconsin. Handoff. Monte Ball hit by Grady and then surges forward and close to that first down.
Well, you talked about McKay Grady, the safety, feeling like that. You know, football's a game of numbers. There's only so many blockers for so many people. In the run game, you can't account for that safety. Sooner or later, if he's sticking his nose in there like that, play action passes and go over the top of him.
1 for 6 on third down. It is 3rd and 1. Ball trying to get outside. It's going to bring up 4th down as he was pushed back by Zach Vigil. Vigil had 10 tackles against Utah. Dave Aranda said he is the heart and soul of this defense.
You know, that was a 3rd and 1. I thought Monte Ball, you know, sometimes you got to BYOB, be your own blocker. You can't dance. You got to run somebody over for a yard.
Kyle French, 36-yard field goal attempt. French Low. No good. The struggles continue for this offense of Wisconsin.
Well, you're right. They missed the field goal. They missed the 3rd and 1. But as you talked before, they wasted excellent field position. You're not going to get field position like that all day.
All right, the focus on the offensive line. What do you see, Coach?
Well, here we go. I mean, there's a seam there. Look at those guys going. But, you know, there's a guy plugging on the inside out. You got to run over that guy. Or try to run over him.
First down now from the 20 for Utah State. Chucky Keaton quickly to the near side. Chuck Jacobs, and Jacobs with the reception. And here is the offensive line from a week ago.
You can see how high these guys are playing, and there's really nothing there. Look how high these guys are all the way through here. You got to get under their pads. Low man wins, and all the time these guys are standing up. We saw it in the film. We saw it again today.
Pump fake to the near side. Screen to Williams. Williams cuts back. Williams inside the 50 and into Badger territory, and a pickup of 26 yards. Michael Trotter.
Spread offense, spread the field, make him go sideline to sideline, give it to a skilled athlete, open space.
Handoff, Robert Marshall. Marshall unable to get outside. And Chris Borland on the stop. Gary Anderson in his 4th year at Utah State has done a superb job. This is a team in their final year in the WAC. They'll move to the Mountain West next season. Chucky Keaton, handoff, Williams, stiff arm, Williams stretched out, Williams wrapped up and spun down by Mike Taylor, and Chris Borland also there.
Well, there's a lot of running there with no gain. You got them going east and west to the sideline. That's what defenses want to do. You don't want the guy with the ball to be able to turn up north and south and go to that goal line. Good defense by Wisconsin.
0-4 on 3rd down. It's going to bring up now 3rd and 8 for Keaton in Utah State. Keaton under pressure, floats it out. And the pass intended for Cameron Webb. And Keaton under pressure.
Well, I thought Ethan Armstrong did a real good job rolling back to the middle to get underneath that receiver going right up the middle.
Tyler Bennett, the punter. Kenzel Doe. Get away from it as this one will roll to a stop. Inside the 10 at the 8-yard line, and the 37-yard punt for Utah State.
Well, again, you talk about field position. The last time the Badgers got the ball, they're on the short side of the 50, and now look where they are. They're 92 yards away from the goal line. Field position is so important in college football, especially when you're trying to run the ball the way Wisconsin is, and it's not very effective.
First and 10 from the 8. Monte Ball. And Ball, a solid gain of 6. Twitter question, will Wisconsin rebound to win the Leaders Division? Wisconsin, yes. And Wisconsin, no. What do you think, Coach?
Uncommittal right now.
Oh, what? You're not going to go there?
Uncommittal right now.
Hashtag Wisconsin yes, hashtag Wisconsin no. Second down. Monte Ball. And Ball swarmed as McCade Brady comes in on the stop. On film, you look at Utah State, and we were watching it yesterday in that three-man front, the 3-4, and you really thought that they would have issues with handling the run game of Wisconsin. That has not been the case.
Well, I've been watching the play of the two safeties, number 21, Brian Sweet, number 36, McCade Brady. And I'm going to tell you, when that ball snapped and that ball even looks like a run, they are feeling like linebackers. They're going from a 7-man front to a 9-man front real quick.
And they are in a 4-man front right now. O'Brien on third down finds White. And James White, a reception and a first down. As Nevin Lawson's there, and a pickup of 5 yards for Wisconsin.
Well, there's nothing wrong with throwing it on third and short, let's face it. But you and I both know, after sitting in those meetings yesterday, that Brett Bielema would rather line up there and run that ball for a first down and make a statement.
Well, you know, the word yesterday was run, 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 run. And they're trying to establish a run, but that has not been the case. Bunch formation again. End around. The end around with a big gain is Melvin Gordon. Gordon, the redshirt freshman from Kenosha, Wisconsin, in a pickup of 15.
Well, this is good execution. You know, it's the same old thing. What they're doing is faking the run, get those safeties to suck inside, play the end around, and all of a sudden you get your skilled player in space, one-on-one trying to tackle you guys.
First and 10. Badgers trying to put together a sustained drive. Ball in the backfield. Tight end Pedersen in motion. Handoff. Monte Ball. Ball. Maybe a yard. And they're going to call it 2. Tonight's United States Marine Corps leader of the game is Travis Frederick. Double major in computer engineering and computer science, named to the preseason watch list for the Remington Trophy and Outland Trophy. Frederick, center, played 11 games last year at left guard. Wisconsin native. Second down now. O'Brien sprints out. O'Brien looks downfield. O'Brien on the run, and Pedersen incomplete. And a flag is down.
Holding. Offense, number 85. That penalty's decline results in third down.
Third down.
Wisconsin was surprised they declined the penalty. Their offensive line had already moved back.
Third down for Wisconsin. 2:26 remaining here in the first half. 3rd and 8. O'Brien. And flags once again. There has been 0 offensive flow tonight.
Offense, number 72, 5-yard penalty. It remains third down.
That is the 4th, all on false starts for the Badgers.
You can't believe it.
Yeah, frustrating.
But I can tell you, this Utah State defense, those situations, 3rd and long with their defense, that's what that defense is built for. To be able to blitz or give an illusion of blitz and end up in a 4-man rush, but you don't know where it's coming from.
3rd and 13. O'Brien under pressure. O'Brien loses the football. Utah State coming out of the pile saying that it's theirs. It is Aggies. Fumble recovery. With 2:17 remaining in the second quarter. And Jake Dowdy, the junior from Draper, Utah, with a fumble recovery.
Well, they come with the blitz. That's what they're built for, and they get him on the run. They make the play, and he turns the ball over.
Terrence Alston, the senior from Richmond, California, with the hit. And then Zach Vigil breaks it up and creates the fumble before it's recovered by Jake Dowdy. So here are the Aggies, up 7-3 at Camp Randall. Chucky Keaton out of the backfield. Chucky Keaton at the 20. And it brings up second down now with 2:05 remaining in the second quarter. They have not trailed in a game this season. This is the second ever meeting between these two teams. Spun around. Dropped for a loss is Kerwin Williams. First time they met, Utah State won it 20-0 here at Camp Randall, 1968. 0-5 on third down. From the 21, Keaton with tons of time. Now racing to the near side, pump fake. Keaton out of bounds, right past the first down marker, and a first down for Utah State. Darius Hillary.
This guy is exciting. Watch him. I mean, you talk about a football player. They come all shapes, sizes, and he saw that first down, and he went there, jumped over it.
Out of the shotgun, Kerwin Williams in the backfield. Keaton. And he fires his pass to Chuck Jacobs. Jacobs on the reception, and Mike Taylor another tackle. A pickup of 2.
Let's go back to what I talked about in the open with Coach Anderson said about Chucky Keaton. He can beat you with his feet. We've seen that. Beat you with his arm. We've seen that. But he knows the offense. You saw he had the patience, threw the ball right in there.
2nd and 8. Keaton to the end zone. Flag down. The pass was caught by Matt Austin. Let's wait to see if it's going to be a touchdown. Discussion going on with Todd Gearlings.
Pass interference, defense, number 4. That penalty's declined. The play results in a touchdown.
Pass interference is called. It's number 14 for Wisconsin. That's Marcus Cromartie. They said pass interference on number 4. That's for Utah State, Matt Austin. With 29 seconds remaining here in this first half, Josh Thompson sends it through. It's now 14-3 Utah State. A stunning development here in the first half. Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the season. Gary Anderson, his team up 14-3. First half, Chucky Keaton and the Utah State Aggies lead here against Wisconsin. You see the contact between Cromartie and Austin. Cromartie was asking for pass interference on the offensive player, Matt Austin. It was called on the Marcus Cromartie. Stay tuned at the half for the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report. Jaron Bentrude to kick off. Sending it back to Gordon. Gordon sprinting straight ahead. Gordon is dropped at the 27-yard line, and 23 seconds remain. For all the conversation about this Wisconsin Badger team looking forward to tonight, trying to make a statement, they have not been able to control the line of scrimmage as of yet. You look at the false starts, and right now down 14-3 in the first half, and this scoring drive brought to you by Speedway.
Yeah, they were looking forward tonight. I think Utah State defense, that defensive line, front seven, the whole defense was looking forward tonight. They're playing a whale of a game.
19 carries for Monte Ball. He has 59 yards on the ground. And a handoff there. And you have to hand it. You have to hand it to Gary Anderson, because we talked to him about, a week ago, you're beating your in-state rival first time in a long time. They have lost to him 12 consecutive times, and how you want to embrace that win, but yet also keep it kind of in the distance and say, guys, we have another game to prepare. The Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report coming up, and the Badgers head into the locker room, coach, down 14-3.
Well, they're in shock right now, and they're going to have to group in a hurry, and obviously Utah State is sky high. They came ready to play, and they're out playing the Badgers, there's no doubt about it.
Missed field goal there. Brett Bielema and his Badgers down to the Aggies 14-3.